just got into qualifying. We got everything figured out so we can watch it, both of us. So far, Behrman has not gone out of the garage. There's 2 minutes left. Other than that, Ocon is 19th, 18th Lawson, but Lawson's about to set a flyer. He's about a less than a tenth off of Bortoleto, which is not good for him right now, but he is green. He's hitting PBs. Hulkenberg is 17th, Gasly 16th, Bortoleto on the cusp. We are watching Lawson drive through the final couple corners. We will see if he gets... Oh, big mistake! He's in the grass! Oh my god. That's it. Liam Lawson's out.
Wow.
What did I say? What did I just
Wow.
say? What did I just say?
Wow, you were right.
Oh my god, he's out. In the last 2 corners, he went into the grass and then jumped right back in the pits. Liam Lawson is out in Q1.
That is insane.
Oh my god. Sonoda finishing a lap. Nice and safe in 6th. Antonelli going through the last 2 corners. Currently 14th, but it looks like he's very much going to improve. Oof, kind of scrapes the curb there. And he is 10th only, which is fine. Looks like he'll be safe, but might be close. Gasly is nice and safe in 8th. Bortoleto falls into that 16th spot. Hadjar in 14th, finishing a lap as well, hitting PBs in both sectors. And he will finish with a 9th place, a 16-3. Doohan going through in 15th. He is on the cusp as we speak. He's finishing off with a 8th. 4/10 off of Norris, a 16-3 as well. He is 13 hundredths of a second off of Pierre Gasly's time. Very impressive from the rookie. Albon in 14th, finishing off a lap.
They're slick.
7th for Albon, safe. Hamilton finishing a lap. He is going through the final couple of corners as well. God, that helmet is awesome. Ooh. A little bit of a snap in the last corner. But he is 6th. So as of right now, both Haas's at the bottom of the grid in 20th and 19th. Behrman not even being able to set a time. Lawson messes up bad, 18th. We have the kick Sauber going through of Bortoleto. He's in 17th, but he's green in the 2nd sector. Will he be able to put Antonelli into elimination in Q1? He did it! No way! Oh my god! Oh my god, no way! Gabriel Bortoleto knocked out Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Oh my god, no way!
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. We were so wrong.
The F2 champion triumphs against the teenager by 9 thousandths of a second, eliminates Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and goes into Q2. Wow. His fucking family looks so happy right now. Haas in disarray, with Behrman not even being able to set a time. Liam Lawson, 18th as well. Hulkenberg hitting expectations with the 17th, but oh my god, Andrea Kimi Antonelli's out. Oh, he looks so sad. Oh wait, no, that's Esteban Ocon. Ocon also looks sad though, but oh my god, I can't believe it. What? riding through with Liam Lawson in the middle chicane. Oh, he kicks up some gravel there. Looked not very neat over the curb. Also went off track. It looked like that lap wouldn't have counted anyway. And then we are viewing the mistake. He locks the left front tire and just goes off into the grass. Says he has no tires end of lap. I don't believe him. I think he just was, yeah, it's just he doesn't know this track. Bortoletto on the radio sounds happy.
Shit, I'd be so happy if I was him.
Hulkenberg looks about what I expected him to look. Just kind of, kind of about what he expected. Watching, in the last couple corners, he went off into the gravel. That's what cost him. Yeah, slide right into the gravel trap. He said, quote, didn't feel very good, didn't feel connected. So drivability issues for him in the Kick Sauber car. But clearly just enough for Gabriele Bortoletto to pip the starlet Andrea Kimi Antonelli.
Wow. That was not on the bingo card.
What the hell, man?
That was not expected whatsoever.
That just goes to show that practice means nothing.
Practice means nothing.
Zero. Wow, dude. Well, that's a clip that we're using for the podcast. Just me screaming and the mic clipping. We have the singer Ray in the Ferrari garage. Looking incredible as usual. Love her hair. Whoever her hairstylist is, wow. I hope they get paid the big bucks. Oh my god. So I guess just to recap, our finishing order is already screwed, it seems like. In terms of Lawson's position, my prediction was very correct. He's starting in the back, but not last. The Haas's are clearly the slowest car, at least around Albert Park. Behrman couldn't even get a time. It seems like they were having technical difficulties. I didn't get to hear the broadcast. But so far, 16th Antonelli, 17th Hulkenberg, 18th Lawson, 19th Esteban Ocon, 20th Ali Behrman with no time.
Wow.
Riding through with Antonelli through that middle section. It looks like he went through the gravel a bit, but that looks like it messed up his floor going over the curb there. Floor completely dragging. Liam in an interview now saying going off on the lap didn't help. He just had a big drop, but the car felt good. He said missing Q3 doesn't help, but he's optimistic, it seems. Wow. What the hell, man?
That's crazy. All right.
What the fuck?
I'm ready for Q2.
Yeah, we're in Q2. We are just at the start of Q2. We got 13:53 on the clock. We are on a lap with Charles Leclerc. Wow, can't believe it. Holy shit. So we are in Q2. Max Verstappen on the lap. He is purple on the first two sectors. We are heading through the final couple corners, excuse me. Past the pit lane. 109, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 6, 8, 8 for Max Verstappen.
Nice.
That is probably the fastest lap of the weekend so far, for sure. 15.8 for Charles Leclerc. About a tenth and a half off of the four-time back-to-back world champion. Hamilton going through the final couple corners.
Mm-hmm.
And he will set a
Wow.
16 flat
Wow.
with a purple third. He is in third place as we speak.
Sector 3.
Sector 3. That's where the magic happens, baby. Sector 3. Not only on track, but in the podcast as well.
All right, let's see what George can do.
George Russell through the last corner. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. A 10th off of Max Verstappen, a 15-7. It's like we said earlier. He's looking serious. Carlos Sainz 16-1. Alex Albon 16 flat. Oh my God! Here comes Oscar Piastri through the final corner. Oh, this is gonna be crazy.
Oh!
Oscar Piastri up 15.468.
Here comes Lando.
Lando Norris, can you shock the world?
P2.
No! Less than a tenth off of Oscar Piastri.
Okay, he's right there. Track is ramping up.
The track conditions are getting better. People are getting faster. Oh, Fernando Alonso calls off his lap. Fernando Alonso in the pits.
Wow.
He looked good.
2 green sectors. Just abort. Wow.
Stroll. Very off. 1.6 seconds off of Piastri.
Wow.
Very off. Aborted as well. But he decided to finish off the lap instead of going for the pits as well. Holy shit. Wow. Could we see a sub 115 here, Jacob? What are you thinking?
By the end of Q3, I definitely see it happening.
Oh, Fernando had a big snap.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Oof. Same thing that happened to Kimi. Completely destroyed his floor over that curb. Yeah. That might just see him out if the damage is that bad. We are watching Carlos go through the same curb.
Yeah. He
also destroyed the floor as well. Oh. Whoa. Big bounce. Big bounce through the curb.
Yikes. Papaya,
these cars are really low. These cars are really low, Jacob. These cars are way too low.
Just inches off the ground.
Inches, just not even. Maybe less than.
Yeah, millimeters.
All right, going through the last couple corners with Isaac Hadjar. Little wide there. Going through the big sweeper in the third sector. We're going through the final corner past the pit lane entry with Isaac Hadjar. We are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is a 16-4 for Isaac Hadjar. He's in ninth, about a second off of Piastri. That won't be enough. Gasly. 6/10 off, 116.1 for Pierre Gasly. Doing going through the last corner. He's in the elimination zone. Can he pull something interesting? No, he cannot. 1.5 off, a 116.9. Gabriel Bortoleto also going through the last couple corners. Can he pull some magic today? Gabriel Bortoleto. Nothing. 2 seconds off. Now we're going to see Yuki Tsunoda past the pit lane entry through the final corner. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5/10 off. P6 for Yuki Tsunoda.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh shit. All right.
Okay, Yuki. Okay,
That
Yuki.
looks good. Yuki Tsunoda looking fast.
Yeah, he is.
But can he get that extra tenth and a half, that extra 2 tenths to maybe pull off a magical result if he makes it to Q3? We are watching the start of a flyer for Charles Leclerc going to the first corner. Solid. Gets DRS heading into that first back straight. Heavy on the brakes, scraping on the floor. Nice apex. Doesn't go for the curb, which is probably smart. It's been causing problems. Oof, nice bump over that left-hand curb. Heading into that big sweeper chicane. He's less than a tenth off of Oscar Piastri's time. I see him kick up some gravel in the background. Hamilton, faster than Piastri to the first sector, a personal best as well, right behind Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc finishing off the second sector, still off of Piastri, not setting a personal best. What can Hamilton do? Personal best, but still a tenth off. Looking interesting for Ferrari right now. Charles Leclerc going through the final corner, past the pit lane entry. We are at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3 tenths off of Oscar Piastri. He does not move. He stays in fifth place. What can Hamilton do? 13,
Hamilton
14, 15. P6 improves, but that last sector seemed to be very costly. He is about a tenth off of Charles Leclerc, sitting in sixth place.
Wow.
Leclerc just barely faster. Hamilton, frankly, could have pipped the result if that last sector wasn't so detrimental. Did not set a personal best there, but through the first two, he did. Not looking good.
10th off of Leclerc.
Wow, my underdog prediction is not looking solid right now. This is what happens when you underestimate the GOAT. Now, the question is, can anybody in 11th to 15th pull off a result? Fernando Alonso and Jack Doohan have not set a time, just to remind the audience.
It doesn't look like Alonso is going to set a time at all, unfortunately.
We are watching Isaac Hadjar go over the gravel. Same thing, floor problem. Fernando Alonso's adventure over the curb might have been very detrimental. Ooh, with Jack Doohan going on an adventure over the curbs as well. It seems like Kimi Antonelli's driving style worked to his detriment in this session. We know how much he likes to ride the curbs, Jacob, and it definitely did not help him out this time around.
It didn't. Poor Kimi Antonelli. We were really rooting for him, but we'll see if he'll be able to. I think it'll be a good test to see if he can take a car that can easily get through the grid and be able to do it. Because although he has the car fast enough to make his way up the grid and try to recover that bad qualifying,
yeah,
it's tough to pass people in Formula One. They're great drivers.
We're watching some traffic antics in the pit lane right now with less than 3 minutes to go. This looks like someone is at the front holding off the grid. That is one of the Racing Bulls cars. Lando Norris trying to get out, but no one's letting him in, which is not very nice. We're watching the kick Sauber of Gabriel Bortoleto set up for his next attempt to try and get into the top 10. Can we see some magic here from my fellow Brazilian Gabriel Bortoleto? We have Mr. Mattia Binotto in the garage as well.
Great.
Forgot that he was on the team. Ooh, a little bit of wheel spin through the last corner heading into the pit lane entry. and Gabriel Bortoleto begins his flyer. Here we go.
Here we go, people.
Through the first corner. Looking good. DRS open. Going past the McLaren of Lando Norris. Still looking solid. Oh, big slide.
Oh,
Oh,
great save.
0.6 off of his personal best in the first sector. He
He's
might
gonna
just
have to
abort here.
Abort it.
Yeah, that might not be enough. Is he still going? No, it looks like he's still going for the attempt. Whew. That could have been really bad for Kick Sauber.
Very bad.
Yeah, he aborted. Lance Stroll on a flyer.
He had to abort. I mean, the lap was over, and he probably went over track limits anyway with that slide.
He's up personal best in the first two sectors. Looking good.
Yeah, Stroll's looking good.
Yellow flag somewhere. Stroll will finish his lap.
Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, Lewis Hamilton spun.
No.
Doohan will finish his lap. Stroll did not improve. Can Doohan do something here? It does not look like he can. He does not. 13th place for Jack Doohan. Really unfortunate with the traffic there. Looked like it was very busy at the end of that lap. Isaac Hadjar finishing up a lap. He's in 11th. Sainz in 10th. Both Williams improving. Hadjar 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Does not improve.
Wow.
Just barely off of Carlos Sainz, but a good effort.
0.00 of a second.
Carlos Sainz, 7th. Albon finishing as well.
Let's go, Albano.
9th.
7th and 9th for the William boys.
But Alonso not being able to set a time will save Alex Albon this time around.
Purples.
Oh, Verstappen. Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, a little bit slidey through that last corner. What can Max Verstappen do here? Can we see a sub-15 time from Max Verstappen? No, we don't. That slide cost him a 1:15.5. Did not improve. Fernando Alonso is setting a time. Can he do something here? 12th. He cannot.
Norris P1.
Norris is first. In the second session, Gasly setting a time. He is safe. So he aborts. Ladies and gentlemen, a very entertaining second round. Lewis Hamilton had a big spin.
God,
right now we are looking at
good with the 44 on.
Yep. Let's watch this spin from Lewis Hamilton going through that last set of corners. Spins on the curb and just loses it.
Wow. Unfortunate for Lewis.
Big slide. We've seen other drivers save it in this session, but a little too much for Lewis. Just a little bit too much for Lewis. Bortoleto slide. Getting another view. Oof.
Wow.
It looked more dramatic from the front view. Oh, the car bottomed out and he almost lost it. Great. Yeah, this is the view that we saw. Ugh. Woo.
Yikes.
I don't think Gabriel would have made it to Q1, but a good effort from him nonetheless.
Great effort. Yeah.
He finished 15th, kind of about where we expected. Doohan 14th, Stroll 13th. Are we very, very surprised by that? 12th, unfortunately, Fernando Alonso. 11th, Hadjar.
Hadjar did great.
Yeah, I think good for the first session. Fernando Alonso looks frustrated heading into the pit.
I would be too.
Yeah. that floor damage did cost him. That mistake did cost him. I think he would have had at least one more chance to get into that Q3 session.
And that's exactly what we were saying in the last episode, that it's these little tiny mistakes. I mean, there is no room for error out there.
No, and Australia is becoming, well, it has become a more difficult track. Um, when they added the gravel traps, they also made that adjustment, I believe, through turn 6 to 9 or turn 6 to 7, made things a little tighter. So tough. But to repeat, the Q2 eliminated drivers: 15th Bortoleto, 14th Doohan, 13th Stroll, 12th Alonso, 11th Isaac Hadjar. Pierre Gasly just barely stayed in 10th. So we will see what the Frenchman can do, but I'm not too shocked by where Doohan stands. The Aston Martin cars did better than I thought. Hadjar, considering it's his first qualifying session, not too bad.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the discussion that we had in preseason. If Doohan wants to stay in that seat, he's going to need to do better than 14th. Apparently, there is an incident being investigated by race control between Russell and Leclerc.
Interesting. Probably some impeding.
Yep, impeding in turn 4. So in that first part of the lap, I believe that is the left-hander after that first right-hander. I believe that's turn 2, where people have been having some trouble. Not bad from Gabriel Bortoleto. I felt good about that for him. Felt good. I think if he didn't have that big slide,
Yeah.
he might have done better than where he finished off. Maybe 12th. That car did look good. We are watching the investigation, or the incident that's being investigated. Oh, close. But Leclerc had a big slide though. I think they'll just dismiss that.
Yeah, I mean,
Leclerc kind of lost control there. I don't
and
think you can blame that on George
George got
at
out of the
all.
way as much as he could. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
I mean,
very
he
much out
just
of the
got
way.
he got caught out at wrong place, wrong time, basically.
Yeah, that doesn't.
But yeah, that's a nothing incident.
Yeah, I mean, Leclerc lost control, slid out of that corner. You can't really say much about that one. Wow, both Williams in Q3. I did predict a Sainz top 5, so this is looking good for me. We got our home favorite in second right now. I mean, we were talking about the McLarens underperforming in practice, and qualifying has shown that to be the complete opposite of what we perceived. So it seems like we owe some apologies to the McLaren boys. They are looking very fast.
They're looking sharp right now.
Looking real sharp. Yep.
Apologies to the McLaren boys, but hey, we want you to do good.
Yeah, I mean, we were saying what we were saying because, we want this team to do
Just
well.
based
We
off
want
the
the
information that we had.
Yeah, we want these boys to do well. And it's not them, it's us. It's very much a it's not you, it's me situation.
Yeah,
All right.
poor Kimi Antonelli. Damage takes him out of contention.
Yeah, I mean, that thing got destroyed on that curb. It was dragging for the whole lap until he got back to the pit. All right.
Oh, moment for Norris out of the last corner.
Oh, shit.
That's going to cost him time. Whoa! Leclerc to the top.
Charles Leclerc on
Russell
pole.
to the top.
No way. Oh, shit. Wait, but Max Verstappen, here he comes.
But here comes Verstappen, 2 purple sectors.
Hamilton, fourth. Verstappen is on a fucking rampage.
Oh!
I'm behind from you. Oh my god. 1:15.671. Wow. Norris time deleted. Track limits at turn 4. Ooh, a little off in the grass for Oscar. Boy, I think he would have gone faster if he didn't do that, for sure. Okay, so after the first couple runs, looks like it's going to be real tight. Norris got his time deleted. Sainz is 1.6 off, which is not probably representative of how fast he is. We got Gasly in 8th, Hamilton 7th, Sonoda 6th, Albon 5th, Piastri 4th, Leclerc 3rd, Russell, I believe, is 2nd, Max Verstappen 1st. Oof, Max Verstappen almost got...
holding on to track limits there.
Oh, just bounced inbounds. Just bounced inbounds. Got very lucky. 38, 37, 36,
Yep.
35.
Yep, we're
Okay.
synced.
Just checking. Wow.
I want to go to this race so bad.
Albert Park is one of the races of the year, for sure. This is definitely one of the best ones in terms of vibes, in terms of action. Really, really fun. Would love to go to Australia. In general, I haven't been to Australia before.
Same. Neither have I. Big commitment to go to Australia.
It looks like they're making some quick repairs to Lando Norris's car. He might have just scraped the bottom of his car just a bit. Looks like they're making some adjustments real quick on the left-hand side of his car.
Lewis
On board with Lewis Hamilton on a replay.
Again.
And he goes wide on that curb. And that curb has not been treating Lewis Hamilton very well this time around at Albert Park. Once again, kicking up some gravel. And a big scrape.
Yeah, big bounce off the ground coming off that curb.
Okay. Looks like Lando Norris will be getting out of the garage in just a bit. Tire covers off of Max Verstappen's car, and he's out. Both McLarens out. Russell out. Gasly out. Ferrari's waiting to get in the queue. One does. The other one does not. Oh, never mind. He does, but inhibits, I believe, the car of Alex Albon. Verstappen taking his time getting out of the pit lane. Looks like he's waiting for the McLarens to get some space. Lando Norris already heading into turn 3. Looks like he will be the first one to set a lap. That might work to his detriment. He won't be getting the best conditions out of this track. But he does need to set a lap. He is sitting in 10th after getting inhibited for track limits, so he doesn't really have a choice. Here comes Lando Norris.
Clean track in front of him.
Does have a clean track.
Traffic to worry about. But
This
you're
might...
absolutely right. The track hasn't been completely rubbered in yet.
Here comes Oscar Piastri heading through the big chicane. Heading into the last sector of the track. Can the home hero pull out something really special? That is the question at hand here. I predicted Oscar Piastri win. So we will see. And we are on board with Oscar Piastri through T1. Perfect. I hope you're holding on to something, Jacob.
I'm holding.
Little bit of traffic. Gets through it nice and easy. Yuki Tsunoda being very nice getting out of the way.
God, that car looks good.
Piastri avoids the curb. Looks good. Now we're going to see that crazy kink that people have been having trouble with. Can you get through here smoothly? Yes. This is perfect. He's less than a tenth off of Max Verstappen. Lando Norris, purple first sector. 10th up on Max Verstappen.
Wow. Okay.
Piastri still just less than a tenth off.
Green second sector for Norris. Verstappen is down.
Yes. 13, 12, 11, 10.
Oh, I'm 10 seconds ahead of you.
Oh, shit.
I don't know how that happened. Oh! Oh! What a lap by Piastri. Oh!
Oh, wow. Oh, Max Verstappen went wide. Oh, my God.
Verstappen only
Can
lost
Verstappen
3.
pull it? Third. Holy shit. Can Hamilton pull something special? 13?
5, 4, 3.
Okay, you're just a couple seconds.
1.
You're just a couple seconds. Hamilton.
6th for Hamilton.
6th. That's what we thought. But can the Williams cars pull something special here? Here comes Carlos Sainz. He is 8th. What can Albon do? Albon is 5th. Oh, shit.
Okay, Alex.
Wow, dude.
Wow.
Here we are.
Only 96,000 seconds off of a sub 15.
Yuki Tsunoda's 5th.
Oh!
Holy shit.
Sonoda, Yuki talking that shit. Yuki!
What just happened?
Crazy.
Oh my god, that
Crazy
McLaren car is
talk
so
here.
fast. Wow, we are so wrong.
We were so wrong. That was awesome.
Lando,
Go
I'm so
Lando.
sorry.
Go
I take back
Lando.
everything I said. You showed me you're fast, dude. You showed me you want it. But for your sake, I hope you get second so then you actually win the championship.
But what Yuki with the statement?
5th? Are you for real?
Wow.
What? Are you for real? 1-2 for McLaren, though. Wow. I mean, what else did we expect?
I mean, best case scenario for McLaren here and coming out of qualifying.
And they're less than a tenth between each other. They are really close, pace-wise.
Man, I love Max's helmet. So clean. Great color combo.
Very simple design. One of the better Red Bull design helmets. But Max was very close, but very far on this one. Wow, dude. Honestly, one to forget for Max. This is one that he could have got pole. He looks happy, but I think deep down inside he knows that was definitely achievable. He just made some mistakes that did cost him. But we are We've been saying it over and over again. The
The
margins are
margins.
tight. These cars are so close to each other now. They're less than a second apart.
Are we finally starting to see a little bit of a crack, a chink in the armor of Max Verstappen? I don't know.
I don't think so. This is not the last we will see of him. That is for sure.
Absolutely not.
It just so happens that this McLaren car is serious, man. But I mean, the narrative: Yuki Tsunoda fifth, Liam Lawson
Wow.
18th. We want to talk about first impressions heading into the season. I mean, if that isn't a way to state your claim that you deserve to be next to Max Verstappen, I don't know what is.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yuki said,
Lewis looks very disappointed. He's just standing there. Oh, never mind. He was getting weighed. He was getting weighed. Never mind. I genuinely thought he was just like standing there in disbelief, like, God damn it, I suck. Wow, Lando Norris might just take it. Pole to victory. He just might. We'll see how he can compose himself in the rain. If it does rain, you are betting on that 9%. So,
I am, but I'm
oof.
not. You know what I mean? I am,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are, but you aren't. Well, I guess since I gotta wake up early, let's do some closing remarks, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay, how do you feel about qualifying? That was an insane session.
Well, uh, I mean, there's a lot of talk about up and down the grid for sure. I guess let's start with the Q3 results. Um, let me actually just pull up the results real quick. We'll do like an actual um uh shit. Wait, live timing. I'm gonna pull this up and then we'll talk about it because this shit was crazy. All right, cool. Let's talk about it. Ready?
Let's talk about it.
All right. So we just finished watching qualifying. It is 2 in the morning. Uh, I gotta wake up early, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do for the sake of the pod. Um, let's start with Q3. I mean, sorry, Q1. Wow. I don't think I can express a level of disappointment that Antonelli didn't make it through. Less than a tenth, but Bortoleto did just enough, and honestly, Bortoleto had more in it in terms of his own performance, but we had some really high expectations, and we'll see if Antonelli can do something special in the rain. But 16th is not what Toto Wolff is looking for, or frankly, Mercedes are looking for. They're trying to challenge for this title, and yeah, the rookie he pulled a rookie mistake for
Yeah.
sure. That he completely destroyed the floor heading into the third sector of the track, and yeah, that completely destroyed his momentum. That just definitely want to forget. 17th Hulkenberg, about where we expected. Not surprised there. Just more so surprised that Bortoleto performed much better than he did, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Um, and the big shock, I think, really compared to Antonelli, is that Liam Lawson got 18th. I mean, I did say that he was going to be my worst driver of the weekend, and that is so far proving to be true. Um, Considering that Yuki Tsunoda got fifth in a frankly inferior car, uh, and should be the one, in most people's opinions, sitting next to Max Verstappen, and you come out on a track that sure you don't know, that you've never raced on before, but to get 18th when Max is fighting for pole and almost got it if not for a last sector mistake. Uh, Christian Horner is really probably twiddling his thumbs right now, being like, "Damn, what did I do? Did I
Yeah.
really make the right decision? Like
I mean,
this
he
is
made his statement.
yeah." I mean, he's like, you know what, dude? I'm gonna show you that I deserve to be there, and it's like I've been saying about Liam this whole time. I did say he would be the worst rookie of the season. I
You
did
did.
say
You did.
he would be the worst driver of this race weekend. If he keeps doing this, I mean, he's out of there halfway through the season for sure.
Expeditiously.
Yeah, this is just the worst thing that could have happened to Liam Lawson this weekend for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, really bad. And to make matters worse, my Haas boys are 19th and 20th. Uh, Ocon looks slow. Behrman didn't even get out of the garage. Seems like they were having some technical issues. Um, I don't want to say any more about it, to be honest. I'm very upset about that.
There's nothing to say. Nothing to
Yeah,
say.
just I did say they'd be the worst team of the weekend. That is still also remaining true. So yeah, just kind of upset. My best driver prediction, however, is in the bin. Now that Antonelli's 16th, unless he can pull some magic and still get that podium that I predicted. But yeah, this is terrible. Heading into Q2, we have some not so surprising results. We have 15th Bortoletto, 14th Doohan, 13th Stroll, 12th Alonso, 11th Hadjar. Let's start with Bortoletto. Honestly impressed. I think he had more in it. It looked like that, that big slide heading into turn 4. That's what really caught him out. We can put up a little screenshot here somewhere just so that people can see it. Yeah, holy shit. If it wasn't for that slide, probably would have gotten 11th, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, it is what it is. He's a rookie. Like I said, I have no expectations for him. So we'll see if he continues a good run of form. 14th Doohan. Okay,
About as
not bad.
expected. Yeah.
Expected. Yeah. Slower than Gasly. Like, just didn't do enough to get into Q3. It is what it is. The Astons, 13th, 12th. Yeah, it's kind of what we've been saying too. We've been saying the Aston would be slower and that Alonso wouldn't be able to pull out the spectacular results we've been seeing from him over the past couple years. And that remains true so far. Hadjar, 11th. Same thing. Slower than Sonoda, obviously, considering that Sonoda got 5th. But just about where I expected him to be, considering how fast the cars looked over the week. Pretty good. Pretty good from Isaac Hadjar. I do got to give him a round of applause. If I wasn't holding this microphone, I would. Now,
Doing good.
quick recap of Q3. We just finished watching it. It was spectacular. It was a fight for pole all the way until the end.
Yeah.
It was Lando Norris that did take it just barely from Oscar Piastri, less than a tenth. Really, really impressive drive from Lando Norris. Piastri in second, obviously locking out the front row for McLaren. McLaren definitely made us eat our words in terms of our pre-race Australia show. But at the same time, I did say that I needed to see more, and I definitely saw more. This was a spectacular performance from the McLaren boys. 3 tenths clear of Max Verstappen. Mind you, this is a Max Verstappen that made mistakes in this session. So this was not the best showing from him. I think if he didn't have that big slide heading into Sector 3, Verstappen would have been much closer. Maybe even would have gotten pole or at least a front row position. This is definitely, in terms of Max's mindset, he'll definitely look at this and be like, I should have got it. I think he'll be thinking to himself, I should have got it.
Yeah.
Russell fourth is about what we expected. Yeah, I would say. I think that's just about where the expectation was, and he hit it. So same thing. Round of applause for Russell. Now the fifth of Sonoda is like this is
That's
like
insane.
this is the surprise of the whole qualifying session. Fifth Sonoda to be not even less than a tenth away from Russell, 2 tenths off of Max Verstappen in a much slower car, or at least what people perceive as a much slower car, is like, I mean, damn it, he should be in that seat. He should.
He really
He's,
should.
and if he keeps pulling performances like this, I don't know what else he needs to do, to be honest. Um, but I feel very happy for him. I think he deserves this. I think he's showing that he's going to be a hot commodity. And if he keeps raising his value this way and being consistent, I see no reason as to why Sonoda wouldn't be able to move to a bigger project than a Racing Bulls or just be at the Red Bull seat entirely. Um, and if obviously Liam keeps slacking, then he'll probably be there halfway through the year. Albon six is another big surprise. Uh,
Love that.
I was
Love
expecting
that.
Sainz there. Sainz did not pull that off. It seemed like he made a couple mistakes. But Albon six is that's baller. That's a baller result. I mean, to state your claim as well in that Williams environment, being like, I'm the guy that's been here. I'm the guy that wants to lead this team. And competing against Carlos Sainz. You know, we said it preseason. Like, Alex needs to show that he is of that caliber, that he can compete with the best of the best. And if he keeps pulling performances like this, you know, it's going to show that Williams probably has the best driver lineup on the grid. Probably. Um,
Absolutely. And I mean,
yeah.
like you said, we expected Sainz to be in that position, but I'm still not mad that Albano is there.
Oh, me
And
either. No.
the Williams in front of the Mercedes.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep. Mind you, the other Mercedes driver is a teenager, but still, Toto's going to look at that and not be happy for sure. I agree. Uh, Leclerc and Hamilton, seventh and eighth.
Meh.
Yeah,
Meh.
that's
Tough.
that's
Lewis
tough,
was
man.
having issues on that one particular corner, just getting way too wide, spinning, going over the curb, and just overall just kind of like being sloppy.
He's
Um,
bogging.
he's
He's bogging like I said he would.
and you know, first race or first qualifying in the Ferrari and very different car to what he had at
Yeah.
the Mercedes. Going from a downforce monster to a car that is notoriously made for speed, made to be slippery.
Yeah.
It showed.
Yeah. It did. Uh, being almost two tenths off of Leclerc, not bad, but we also need to consider that Leclerc only did one run. I think Leclerc had more in it. But you know, seventh and eighth, definitely not meeting expectations. I was expecting a Leclerc. You know, I'm expecting a Leclerc podium. So we need to see if the race changes things, especially in the rain. If it does rain, um, it'll be a real battle of skill if that's the case. Heading to the bottom, ninth place, we have Gasly. Uh,
Good
w-
performance by Gasly.
Good performance. That's about the expectation. You know, they were my underdog for this weekend, and they look slow in practice, but I said not to count them out, and that is still the case. We should not count these boys out. You know, Doohan is in 14th, but you know, we don't know what tomorrow will bring. He might rise up and pull off an interesting result. Um, but Gasly in ninth is about where I expected it to be. They're going to be fighting for those lower end points, and good performance. good performance. I'm happy with that for Pierre. Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
Considering where the car has looked this weekend, yeah, this is good. This is a good showing for sure.
Absolutely agree.
And then we have Sainz in 10th. I was expecting a little higher, at most 8th, but yeah, just didn't get it together like Albon did. Big deficit though, 3.5 tenths almost between the two of them. That's about where you would expect a teammate pairing to be, but that would be the case if we were talking about a definite number one driver and a definite number two. I think Sainz didn't show the best performance on his end in this session. I think the race will tell a different story. But the fact that both Williams were in Q3 and are in the top half of the grid is a very impressive showing. I don't think we should be taking that away from them. This was really good. I would be happy if I was James Vowles with 6th and 10th, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, I mean, Williams just a few years ago were nowhere near the top 10. And for us to be saying that top 10 is about kind of where we were expecting them is lunatic talk. But
Yep.
Here we are, and I'm loving it. And Sainz, of course, I wanted him to do better. But, hey, first season with Williams, it's going to be an adjustment. I know he got it.
I agree. I do have to commend. I did earlier. I do have to commend James Vowles for the way that he's turned around this team. This is for real. I think this Williams team is really inspired, especially that Carlos is here. They arguably have one of, if not the best, driver lineup on the grid at this current point. They are putting that Williams car in places that we didn't expect. And if Williams continue at this trajectory, they're not that far away from rising to the glory days of where they used to be back in the 90s, 80s. This is really, really solid. Really, really solid. But we'll see if we add any of these clips into the post show for Australia. Most likely we will.
Unless our stuff starts getting taken down, then we will.
Yay.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do like a little closeout in case this is added to the pod after.
Let's do it.
A 1, a 2, a 3. All right. 2:22 in the morning. Luca and Jacob here. Closing out qualifying. So far, excited for Sunday. Hopefully, future S3 podcast hosts are still excited about the future. We will see how we feel tomorrow about how everything went. I'm going to go to sleep now.
Same.
Oh, man.
Watching the S3 Sector
Keep watching this episode. I hope you're having fun so far. Tell future us, be safe, do crime.
Don't pay taxes.
Something like that. Sure. Keep watching the episode.
I swear I'm not. Anyway.
Just keep watching the episode. Ignore us. It's late. We're tired.
But we do it because we love it.
We do it because we love it. Fun. Back to you, future us's. All right.